This is my PSA to keep your eyes on Facebook Marketplace because I just picked up the Sony ECM M1 shotgun microphone for $130 and we're gonna see if it was worth it. Today we're going to be comparing the Sony ECM M1 to the Hollyland Lark M2 wireless microphone that I picked up on Facebook Marketplace recently for $60. For reference, the ECM M1 brand new is around $350 and the Hollyland Lark M2 combo version brand new is around $180, so I got a pretty good deal on both of these. Starting off with the ECM M1, right off the bat this microphone has way more customizable features and settings. The ECM M1 has 8 different microphone pickup patterns with a lockable mode dial. It has a switch to change between auto and manual gain levels with a gain adjustment dial. It has a switch for a low cut and a noise cut filter, a switch for a 0 to 20 decibel attenuator, and a switch to go between an analog and a digital audio signal. Now, I'm not really going to get into all of the specific microphone pickup options that the ECM M1 has because honestly, I'm really only going to be using probably 3 or 4 of them. But what I will do is I will do a comparison audio test between the Hollyland Lark M2, which is what you're currently listening to, and the Sony ECM M1 using the super directional microphone pickup pattern. So that way you can hear the audio difference and the quality between the two when used in a traditional talking head situation. This is what the Sony ECM M1 sounds like. I have the microphone pickup set to super directional, and then I have the gain level set to auto. So how does this sound? What do you think? I am interested to see how it sounds because I am in a room that doesn't really have any sound treatment. So I'm expecting that this will maybe pick up a little bit more echo than the Hollyland Lark M2. What do you think? Do you think this is usable? And this is what the Hollyland Lark M2 sounds like. So I have the in-camera audio level set to level 10, and then I have the gain dial on the mic receiver set to level 3, which is the highest that it can go. So how does this sound? The ECM M1 does win in terms of ease of use and ease of setup, and I do think it offers a lot more customization in terms of the settings and microphone options that it offers. And I think the Sony ECM M1 would be my preferred microphone if I were doing more of like a run and gun style setup. The Hollyland Lark M2 is ever so slightly more involved in terms of the actual setup just because you do have to connect that audio cable from the receiver into your camera, but the actual footprint in terms of size of the two microphones, so the Hollyland Lark M2 mic and receiver and the ECM M1 is pretty similar. I would say obviously the Hollyland Lark M2 is going to be a little bit smaller, but the ECM M1 really is just that pop on top and go. You don't have to do any extra setup. And the sound quality coming out of the Hollyland Lark M2 is genuinely surprising for its size. In my case, I did not pay full price for either of these microphones, so I find it a little bit difficult to say whether one has better value over the other, but I do think there are certain use cases where you may find yourself preferring one of these microphones over the other. If you're primarily going to be vlogging or you need a run and gun microphone setup that can work in a bunch of different environments, you don't want to have to worry about charging your microphone or having to bring a bunch of extra cables, and you don't really have a strict budget to follow, then I think the ECM M1 may be the better microphone for you. However, if you need a microphone that allows you to put some distance between you and the camera, a microphone that is small and discreet and is not going to distract your viewers from what's going on in the frame, if you need your microphone to be able to be mounted to various different places, or if you really just want a microphone that fits within a budget and doesn't break the bank, I think the Hollyland Lark M2 is going to be a really good microphone for you. Let me know down in the comments which of these microphones you guys prefer, or if you actually use either of these microphones with your current camera setup. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.